All college courses are journeys, and the journey that you've undertaken in Chem 2070 started with the theory of the atom. From the theory of the atom, you developed an understanding of electron behavior. And you learned the theories of the chemical bond. We now turn to one last main topic in this course, which is the theory of chemical reactions. And we really will just tell you the beginning of the story of the theory of chemical reactions. What you'll learn in Chem 2070 is you'll develop a sense of what reactions, which reactions are most likely to occur, and what most likely are the products of the reaction. The information that you'll be learning is very much the same information students studying chemistry hundreds of years ago would have been learning. And when it gets to the more advanced theories of chemical reactions, that will be the subject of future courses. When I started looking into the history of chemical reactions and where the knowledge that I'm about to tell you was developed, I discovered it's really very, very old. When I turned to look at the work of this gentleman whose name is Mckay, Pierre Joseph Mckay, from the mid 1700s, he was part of the revolution of chemistry, which took place in France, leading to the work of Lavoisier. And interestingly, if you look at those dates that Mckay did his work, he did his work before chemists knew that atoms existed, because he predates Lavoisier. But already at that time, chemists knew that reactions existed, and already they were trying to make sense of it. Mckay's own great achievements are actually summarized, I believe, in this slide here. One of the most common types of chemical reactions are distillations. There's a distillation apparatus seen on the right, as you will see in organic chemistry labs, for example. And Mckay improved the distillation apparatuses of the 1700s, as shown underneath. But what he also did was he wrote a book. He wrote a book which is The Elements of Chemistry. There's a copy of the book. And the most remarkable thing is, first, all of chemical knowledge could be put into that single book. In 1749, that was all that was known about chemistry. And already at that time, the beginnings of a theory, the theory of chemical reactions was set in, even before atoms existed. And they used really weird words. But essentially, if you were to take what Mckay came up with, there are 4 basic types of reactions that occur. The most important, and this is going to be in orders of importance, is the redox reaction. Redox, the Re stands for reduction, the gain of electrons, and Ox stands for oxidation, the loss of electrons. And if one atom gains electrons, another atom has to lose electrons. And the most important chemical reactions are redox reactions. If you read the Mckay's book further, you'll discover that already chemists knew about acid-base reactions. These are less energetic reactions than redox reactions, but still quite energetic. And finally, there are reactions which are changes of phases. And the most important will be dissolution for us, will be dissolution and precipitation. And finally, there are a few reactions, if you look at his book, and now which don't fall naturally into this classification scheme, which are insertion and elimination reactions. And we'll just do a couple of examples of insertion and elimination reactions, some of the very most important ones, and ones which are mentioned in your textbook. And in today's lecture, we will be looking at oxidation and reduction.